Hello, everybody. Wait for a few people to join and for my guests for today to join. I am really excited to be talking to Cary Fisher and Jenny today about access bars. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that while I wait for them to join. So, access bars is a therapeutic technique that involves gently touching 32 points on the head. These points are believed to store the electromagnetic components of all thoughts, stress, emotions, and limiting beliefs a person accumulates over a lifetime. By lightly touching these points, the process aims to release blocked energy, allowing for more mental clarity, relaxation, and the possibility of positive change in various aspects of life. Access bars are often used as a tool for reducing stress, anxiety, and mental clutter and promoting overall well-being. So I am really excited to get this going. I'm just letting my come.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, it's so great to have you here. I've given a brief little intro into what access bars are about, but no one can tell it like you can. So tell our followers what it's all about.
Cool. So access bars is a therapy that was discovered by Gary Douglas more than 30 years ago now. And what it does is the practitioner lightly touches different points on the head in different combinations that releases the emotional charges that are being held in the brain. So what happens is when you react to something, you either align and agree with it or resist or react to it or something like that. It creates like an emotional charge. And if you don't have a way to neutralize that or release it, it gets held in the brain. And then you spend the rest of your life trying to avoid, defend, suppress, or prove that point of view that you've reacted to or that situation you've reacted to, which then builds up a lot of stress and anxiety because you're not releasing these charges. So bars is a lovely way for you to lie down, relax, and receive. And then your body knows, your body has an innate wisdom and it knows what charges and what triggers and things to let go of.
So would that sort of include subconscious beliefs that we have? I mean, like if I think of an example, something like, I can't do this or I'm not good enough, is that the kind of thing that you'd overcome with bars therapy?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, incredible.
Yeah.
So tell us more about how this is being integrated into the workplace. I mean, we worked with Cary on this on a wellness day. Just what does that look like in the sort of office setting and how people are receiving it there?
Yeah. So we use what are called gravity chairs, which are like reclining chairs for people to sit in, and then they move back slightly. And then the practitioner sits behind them and they have a bar session, typically about 30 to 45 minutes. When you're outside of a business environment, you can have a 60 to 90-minute session, but we understand that businesses are very busy and they can't allow their employees to be, out of the working hours for too long. So we can do 30-minute sessions. And we've seen remarkable results with 30-minute sessions. I'll send you the study. We've done a study with 3 different companies about 18 months ago, where we were doing 30-minute sessions once a week for employees. And they were talking about you think that if you talk about relaxation and people think, oh, well, that's just lying on the couch watching Netflix. But actually, when you can relax your brain and you can relax your nervous system, then you access your creativity and you have more access to your energy. So therefore, you can increase your productivity and it increases the communication between people because now they're not supercharged on all kinds of weird things. They now have a more synergy with communicating with each other and they're more productive because they have more energy and they have less stress. And that's just from one 30-minute session a week. So typically what could occur is you could have a wellness area or a stress release area. We nickname them de-stress stations. So you can go there and get your bars run for 30 minutes and then go back to work. And people are not having hassles going back to work. They're not lethargic or anything like that. They're relaxed, energized. So it's easy for them to go back to work even after a bar session.
Yeah.
Incredible. And I'm sure that sorry, Cary, go.
So the other thing with the bars, and what we found after doing the session, and we did it at a school with some teachers, was they definitely feel a lot more energized. And it's been proven that if you take 10 to 15 minutes just out of your day just to create a little bit of space and just detach from the stuff you're doing, it
Yeah.
creates so much more. So actually, it's like taking 30 minutes and having a meditation, and allowing your body to just relax. And then you come in with a totally different space, a totally different energy, and you're able to be more productive. Like Jenny said, detaching from all the stuff that's been going on. It's like come in with a new energy. It's like turning the page at work and starting, okay, how can I start the day now? Getting rid of all that other stuff that you maybe came in with. So it's been very, very powerful. And even the next day, teacher's saying, I'm so energized. There's such a, I feel, I don't know what you release, but there's a lightness about me. I have more space. And that's just like incredible. Like we carry so much with us. And what bars does is it just dissipates that so beautifully.
And I'd really the whole concept of bars with what else is possible, because as soon as you're embracing these limiting beliefs, you're stopping yourself from being the best possible version of yourself.
Yeah.
One of our people watching says emptying the trash in your head,
Yeah.
which I think is really relevant as well. That's great. And how often should someone be doing this? I mean, what if somebody was having private sessions? I know, like in corporate, they would probably look at this, depending on the business. But ideally, how often does someone want to be having bars sessions?
So it varies literally from person to person. If I could have my bars run every day, I would. And sometimes I do. I literally activate some of them myself.
Yeah.
It's like brushing your teeth. It's almost like she said, emptying out the trash can. So like, how many thoughts do we pick up daily? How much are we aware of that we take on that's not ours? So I would say daily, but
Yeah.
realistically, I see clients monthly. Then there's clients that come to me every 2 weeks. There's some that come weekly. And the ones that come the most obviously get the most benefit. But every session is unique. It's a new session. It's not the same because it depends on what you've been through, what you're carrying, what you're ready to release. So it's just awesome.
Yeah.
You, Jen, what would
Absolutely.
you suggest?
No, I'm exactly the same. But for myself personally, I like to get my bars run once a week. But I'm in the position where I can do that because I have a lot of practitioners, so we swap with each other.
Right, and it has to be done by a practitioner. So in terms of equipment, like what would a business need to be able to facilitate this in their office?
Yeah, so there's different ways that they can incorporate bars, and it obviously depends on the business and how they would like to interact with each other. So there's one way we can bring in bars practitioners to the office. The office will require some gravity chairs that they can set up in an area, and then maybe some blankets to keep their employees warm, and then a chair for the practitioner to sit on behind them, and maybe a pillow.
Okay.
And so you can have bars practitioners come in and run the bars for the employees, or we can do mini workshops like little team building events, and we can teach the employees how to run bars for each other, which is quite because that can be part of team building. It can be part of, if you've got this de-stress station, then people can go there into the station, they can run each other's bars, and they can do a brainstorming session while they're getting their bars run. There's so many different ways you can incorporate this into a business. There's also that the businesses can train school leavers as to become bars practitioners. So they empower school leavers to have their own business. They employ those practitioners into their office, and those practitioners can come in every day and run bars for them. It depends on the size of the organization and how much money they'd like to invest in it, so that it can also be part of a social upliftment program. So there's a lot of ways that we can play with this.
I have a contact for you for that, Jenny. I will put you in touch with someone who can absolutely accelerate that for you. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
We're always yeah, exactly. We 100% support taking a break, taking time out, taking a minute, looking after yourself. I think that this falls so beautifully into self-care. And I guess it's just one of those things that it's almost like you have to wrap your head around it first so that you understand what it is, and then you can move into it with ease, really. Because I mean, I remember when I had a bars session with Cary, I was waiting for my husband to propose, and I was like, and I'm waiting and waiting. She's like, let's just remove that. And I was more patient after that. He did eventually propose. So, what is the best way for our followers to get in touch with you and to find out more and to test this out for themselves?
Yeah. So I think, Cary, you put up your Access Consciousness profile details.
I'll share all of those links in the comments after this, so people can reach out to you through those. And I mean, is your Instagram a good place too?
Yeah. The Instagram handles, as well as, I suppose, our emails, which you can put in there. We also have classes running every month. There are over 500, if not close to 1,000 bars practitioners in the country, all around the country, that they can find. There is the Access Consciousness site where some have loaded their personal profiles, so if they're looking for somebody, they can find it there. We actually have a class coming up this weekend on Sunday in Craighall Park, if anybody is keen to join us and feels like they would like to learn this and add it to whatever it is they're doing. If they're practitioners already of massage therapy, life coach, whatever it is, I mean, it'll be a contribution to your life, whatever you're doing, because the tools of Access are just really incredible, life-changing. Like you said, what else is possible? That question alone, Access teaches us to be in the question all the time and follow the energy of your life, and see what shows up, rather than being in that, like, you know, that negative space of what could go wrong. It's like, what else is actually possible beyond that?
It's also great to incorporate Access bars in your families as well. So if any families want to come and learn Access bars on Sunday, they can do that. It's really great for kids that are very stressed with exams and struggling to concentrate and learn. Bars is a great app. And if you don't have the finances to go to bars practitioners every week, learn to be a practitioner yourself. Then you can do it at home. You can swap bars with family. That's also a great add-on.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
I like what Cake Fundi has commented here, saying, I say it's like it defrags the brain like a computer, which is also really relevant. I like that it removes limits. So, you know, if we can open ourselves up to be more limitless, here's one of those answers into doing that and opening yourself up to possibilities, really.
And there's also stress relief workshops that we can run too, like little mini workshops that we can go into a business once a month and share some of the Access tools on how to handle stress. And obviously then once they have those tools, they can go share them at home with their family too. So it can be in business and then it can expand into their families. And just quickly, we've also run bars in Khayelitsha for a teacher in Khayelitsha as well, and taught the kids how to run bars for each other and the teachers. So there's so many avenues that bars can go into, like communities, businesses, families. There's no limit to where you take bars and who can receive.
So one more thing, we're teaching a skill. So you ask, what else do you need? You know, really, you just need yourself, an open mind, and your beautiful hands. And we're transferring a skill to you that you can create a business with, or you can just change lives. It's really up to you.
Fantastic. Well, that's incredible, ladies. Carry on. I love it. And thank you so much for being here today. We do like to keep these videos short in the hope that everyone watches the whole thing. So thank you to all of our followers for joining us today. And I will share all of those links in the comments afterwards. I hope everyone has a fabulous day.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much. Thanks, Nadine, for having us. It's been awesome. Okay. Bye.